This is the MP3 player I've built. It contains a number of functions on it. It's designed to play back MP3 files into a transmitter for either tuning the transmitter up or just simple messages. So I'll just select I will select the audio app.
Music. It
can record and playback. This is the playback mode, and that's the stair step that's used for tuning a linear.
Hello, testing with the external microphone control halfway. Hello, testing external microphone. CQ, CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is VK3AQZ calling CQDX and listening this frequency.
So there's a little sample of the files on there. It has a what's called a MP3 module down in the side here. The module is made by DF Robot, and it's a DFR0745, and it has a DF11OS chip inside it. There's a little microphone on there and a couple of little buttons. It doesn't require a microprocessor. It uses what's called an add key system, which is a series of buttons connected by resistors to one input. I've put a little amplifier on it for feeding a speaker and an external microphone and a little bit of power and an output. I've got a microphone level for the external mic, speaker volume and the output level control. Here's a quick look at the circuit. There's the module. There's the I've actually got a filter on the output, a low pass filter. It's a Salem Key Butterworth filter. The unit has a digital to analog converter, and it's also got a little amplifier for a speaker. It's a Class D type amp, and it produces a high frequency signal, which some of the signals are appearing on the output. So I put the low pass filter on to get rid of those signals. The selection of the functions is done by these push buttons in what's called the add key functions. You'll see a series of resistors, and the values of resistors determine which function is initiated by the little module. Here's a better view of the add key buttons, and you can see all the resistors going down the side there, going into the one what's called the key inputs. I have a photo of the inside. Here's a quick look at it. The MP3 modules against the side panel here. You'll see a little USB connector on it. You can load MP3 files via the USB from your computer, or you can record them using the microphone on the module or the external microphone. Here is the output filter, buffer amp, and here's the power distribution and control functions that go up to a switch. The switch is on a little bit of a matrix board here, and the controls. Here is the waveform of the stair step on the Crow. I'll just turn it up a little bit, and with this particular module I can make one file play over and over, or I can select each individual file,
with the external microphone control,
you can see there, and play each of the files.
Testing external microphone system. CQ, CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This
So there we go.
VK3AQZ.
So there's a signal on the little Crow, and wind it up and down with the display. Oops, too far. Another file.
Hello, testing with the external microphone control halfway. Hello, testing external. CQ, CQDX, CQDX, CQDX. This is VK3AQZ calling CQDX and listening this frequency.
There's a view of the little spectrum analyzer I've got on the unit, the processing unit.
Testing external microphone system, maximum level, winding the level back, 3/4 of the way, 3/4 of the way, now halfway.
For those interested, the stair step was created using Audacity. It consists of a carrier frequency of 1.5 kilohertz, 10 cycles per step, 4 steps, each The total of the 4 steps is 25 milliseconds, and then there's a gap of 25 milliseconds, and we've repeated this waveform for a period of 10 seconds and recorded as an MP3. Each of the steps have been carefully made, and they're approximately 3 dB relative to each other. So it's actually quite accurate, so the 3 dB will be pretty good. So that's the waveform of the stairstep. There's a view of the waveform on an analog crow. Looks a little bit easier on the analog crow. The digital crows tend to beat with some of the bits and pieces there as it scans. So I found that the analog crow shows a pretty good representation of the steps. So there we go.